What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another Prize Picks NFL player props video. This one going to be breaking down the Week 18 NFL action, giving you guys a 6-pick flex for the Saturday slate tonight between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Already sent it into my VIP. Going to be giving it to you guys here for free on the channel today. Before we do, got to celebrate some wins over in the VIP. Again, last night we had two sweeps in the NBA action. On the left side, cashing in for a 10x 40 into 400 on my ticket. Can only place up to $40 now on my six mans, unfortunately. No more $10,000 wins, but hey, we'll take it. Right side, 40 into 1,000. Rocking with the Marcus Smart over assists, under on the K8 assists. You can see the rest of the plays. A whole lot more members cashing in with me last night. X Phantom says first day after purchase turned $30 into 750. Johnny D24, 5 into 125. Zay into 125 on the right side as well with that six man. Ed the Fred, 60 into 1,500. J24, 20 into 500. And Mr. Rodriguez took some of the core plays within that ticket and ran a little four-man power action, 20 into 200. So shout out to those guys. And the list keeps going. Castro with 10 into 250. Ricky with 5 into 125. And Vrieg with 8 into 200. So another great day over in the VIP. Once again, I'm going to be sharing a VIP slip with you guys here on the channel for free. So I am playing this myself. I am playing every play that I share with you on the channel, guys. Unfortunately, the NBA picks didn't go good last night, but I played every single one of the plays that I promoted, and I always do. Like last night, I'm gonna continue to do this on the channel. I'm gonna teach you guys how to play optimally, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I played. So on Prizepicks, 5 and 6 man flexes are optimal for long-term ROI, return on investment. 6 man flexes, if you're hitting your picks, your individual picks, right? At a 60% hit rate, you're going to get a 66% return on investment. So that means like if you make 10 picks, right, you get 6 of those right, 4 of those wrong. Over the large sample size, the long term, if you're able to do that, you're going to get a 66% return on investment on your money. Last night was a huge NBA slate. We had 12 games. I ran, and I send this into my members. I let them know before it's about to go down. We had a ton of winners, but I let them know, like, if I'm thinking we're going to have a lot of tickets. Last night, I had 17. That's not going to happen every night, but it was a large NBA slate, and there was some really good value. So I was willing to take the risk on attacking that value while we had it. The night before was only a 2-game slate. I only played 1 ticket. So this is my exact tickets. We'll go through them together. I had 17, right? I just pulled up the chart for you guys. This is how you make money on Prizepicks. You run 5 and 6 man flexes. I get the top comments I get on the YouTube channel when I post my winnings are he only posts his winning slips. He plays 27 tickets every night. People don't want to learn, okay? They don't want to learn, so I'm just going to continue to tell you and prove it to you with results. This works, and this is what I teach over in the VIP. If you'd like to join, I would love to have you join. It is linked below in the description. I'll pin it in the comments. It's on Patreon. The KJK DFS VIP member package is $49.99 a month. And this is exactly what I teach. And any play that I promote on this channel, I am playing myself. You will see if you watched my NBA video yesterday, you're going to see plays throughout these tickets that I played. So first of all, I played 17 tickets at $40 a piece. So 40 times 17 equals 680. So we start with minus 680. That is my entry fees, right? Now we will go through each and every ticket with you guys that I played. So plus 80 here. That brings me up to minus 600 on the night. Plus 16. That brings me up to minus 584. Plus 80. That brings me up to minus 504, plus 16. That brings me up to minus 488. Here's the big winner, 1,000. This is going to automatically put me in the profit. 1 sweep, plus 1,000. That puts me up $512 on the night. Just from that 1 ticket there, right? Then we keep going. plus 80, 592, plus 400. This one was the 10x. That puts me up plus 992. Minus 40, so no wins there. Plus 16. 1008. Minus 40, no wins there. Plus 16. 1024. Plus 16. 1040. Plus 16. 1056. Plus 16. 1072. Minus 40, no wins there. Plus 16. 1088. Minus 40, no wins there. And that is the full 17. So, last night, I profited on Prizepicks $1,088. I swept one 6-man. I swept the 5-man as well. And you just saw it all live on the screen. And you saw, if you watched my NBA picks last video, people are furious that they see me win in the VIP and I post my wins, and then they say, why don't you give us those picks on the channel? Every pick I gave on the channel, I played. Where are they here? Yesterday, and I give fantasy score props because those are the ones that get bumped. So Sadiq Bey and Colin Sexton are both plays that I played, and Nick Claxton was a play I wanted to promote. He got taken off the board. He crushed. But then OG was a play I promoted. Joel Embiid was a play I promoted. Kawhi Leonard was a play I promoted. And Emmanuel Quickley was the play I promoted. So I played all those plays. I'm not going to promote a prop that I don't play. And that's a quick little rundown of my tickets last night. How to profit on these apps. I'm going to continue to give you guys 6-man flexes for free that I am playing. This is a VIP 6-man flex that I'm about to share with you guys for this NFL game tonight. We'll break it down and tell you exactly why I like these plays. Hopefully you enjoy the content. If you do, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It's free. It takes 2 seconds to do. We're going to keep giving you these 6-man flexes, and once again, I am playing this. I already locked it in. I already sent it into the VIP, and this game is later, so you should have plenty of time to lock these in. And there were a ton more in the winner circle. Shout out to everyone in the VIP. I'd love to give a shout out to every single person in here. There's just so many. First day here for Entropy 3817. He also won 100 on the 10x and 500 on the 6-man. So shout out to everyone, guys. Vince with a win, 5 and a 125. Really do appreciate all you guys showing support in here, and I don't mean to leave anyone out. It's just there's so many people to shout out here. Finessers 5 and a 50. So shout out to all those guys. And once again, if you want to join, guys, it's going to be linked below in the description and in the comments. It's Patreon. It's all my tickets as soon as I place them, all sports, all apps. I can just do so much more over there than I can on the videos because I'm in there 24/7. A lot of work goes into it. That's why there's a cost associated with it, but I want it to be as affordable as possible. It's $49.99 a month. That equates to $1.66 a day. So join there if you're interested. If not, and you just want to watch the free content, that's fine. That's why I give it to you here. Let's get into the breakdown, the picks, the stuff you came for. We will break it down and explain to you exactly what I like here for this Houston Texans Indianapolis Colts game. This game has a 47.5 over-under. It is a 1.5 point spread in favor of the Houston Texans, so should stay close. Expected to be 3 scores essentially each side here. We'll kick things off for the Houston Texans side, who has a young QB that's really stepped in and has been phenomenal in C.J. Stroud. This guy is hashtag good, been very efficient all year long, and the target share for the Houston Texans is going to be very predictable, and C.J. Stroud has been very efficient in his completions. I want to be targeting his pass completions, and I want to be pairing him up with his Houston Texans receivers here tonight. And the beautiful thing is they're dealing with some injuries, so the target share is going to be even more predictable than ever. Robert Woods is listed as questionable in this one. Nico Collins is back. Noah Brown went down with an injury, so he's going to be out. That's going to take the target share, make the target share even more predictable. Tank Dell continues to be out. So we're going to see a lot of Dalton Schultz, who played 78.7% of the snaps last week, and a lot of Nico Collins, both of which lead this team in targets on the year. over a 14-game sample size. Nico Collins with 100 targets, Dalton Schultz with 77 targets. Nico Collins has an 88.8 receiving grade. Dalton Schultz has a 70.9 receiving grade. As far as how these guys match up, Nico Collins has a good matchup advantage in this one. An 83.8 matchup advantage. He's expected to play 28-plus snaps in this one. And Dalton Schultz also with a good matchup advantage. Expected to be matched up against E.J. Speed, the linebacker on the outside for the Colts, who only has a 61.4 defensive grade. So both of these guys, it's going to be predictable usage. They're being targeted a ton, and both really solid receivers. You can see Nico Collins' receiving grades all across the board, solid. The 0 to 10 plus range, 10 to 20, 20 plus. It doesn't matter. He's getting the job done in every category. 99.5 receiving grade on the deep ball, 96.4 receiving grade on the medium routes, 92.9 on the short, and behind the line of scrimmage, 83.8. So that's what we're looking for. Obviously, we need receivers that can make plays, and predictable target share is fantastic. Like I said, no Noah Brown, no Tank Dell, and a possibility of no Robert Woods, who didn't practice all week. So it's looking like Robert Woods could sit in this one or play limited, which is going to make it even more predictable as to where the ball's going. Nico Collins' receiving grades look great. We look at Dalton Schultz' receiving grades. Same thing, look really good. The medium to long routes, not so good for him, but he's a tight end, guys, and we're going to be targeting his receptions. So we really just need him to catch the football. You can see in the short range, 79.8 receiving grade, 90.6, 79.6. So it makes sense. And his receiving grades overall are really solid. The actual receiving grades, this kind of shakes out the targets and how many he's caught. He's only had 1 and 2 targets on the deep balls up here. So that's kind of a misrepresentation. 18 targets over the middle with a 98.5 receiving grade. So that's really where he's making his living as the tight end. All makes sense. 96 receiving grade on the deep ball, 97, 91, 89. Not dropping the football. Able to run a solid route, get open for C.J. Stroud, and catch the football is what we're looking for here, because we're going to get some positive correlation. Stacking up the pass completions here for C.J. Stroud, which is at 21.5. He went over last week. He's gone over in 3 of the last 5. And we're going to stack him up, like I said, with those 2 wide receivers to get some positive correlation here. Nico Collins with the 5.5. He's gone over in 3 of the last 5. And then Dalton Schultz with 4.5. He's only gone over in 1 of the last 5. But once again, I will reiterate, guys, they're dealing with some injuries now with guys that were taking away some of the target share. Noah Brown's on the shelf, right? So no targets going his way. Tank Dell continues to be out. He's been out for quite some time on the IR, but just want to mention that. And then Robert Woods, who's listed as questionable, wasn't able to participate in practice at any capacity this week. He is listed as questionable. That doesn't sound too enticing to me. If you can't even practice one time, the chances are he's not suiting up in this one. So if he does, probably still going to be limited. Expecting the target share to be very condensed, which is going to be beautiful for us, right? And the positive correlation, if C.J. Stroud's obviously getting a lot of pass completions, they're going to be catching the football. So we're getting some positive correlation when he throws the ball. If they catch it, our receptions props going up, our completions props going up, and we're on our way to catching a 6-man, hopefully. And then running it back on the other side of this game, going to target the underdogs in the Colts as a run back. And we're going to kind of play a little bit of a game script where they have to throw the football. They're going to be behind in this game. Hopefully the Texans are efficient with the football, get some solid drives going with that Stroud to Nico Collins and Dalton Schultz combo. And then Gardner Minshew has to throw from behind, bomb the ball deep, and we once again have some pretty predictable target share and snap counts for the Colts as far as the guys I want to be targeting on their side. The 2 guys that are playing the most amount of snaps by far are Alec Pierce and Michael Pittman Jr. Alec Pierce playing like 100% of the snaps, man. 95.7, 98.5, 90, 96.9, 100, and 98.1. Michael Pittman returned from injury last week. He played 88.7% of the snaps. That was his first week back. I'd expect that number to go up. As you can see, weeks prior, 95.7, 95.6, 85% of the snaps. So both these guys are going to play like 90+% of the snaps. The usage is very predictable once again, which is fantastic for us. As far as the targets for these guys on the year, Michael Pittman leads the team by far with 144 targets, Alec Pierce with 60, but we're going to be targeting the receiving yards, so we want that ADOT to be looking good. Average depth of target here, We want them to be getting down the field. Michael Pittman has an 8-yard average depth of target rating. Alec Pierce, 15.7. So he's really getting down the field. That's fantastic for us. We'll take a look at their receiving grades. Pittman's a stud. You can see, once again, looking really good. 92.2, 93.5 over the middle. And really doing most of his damage in this 10, 20-yard range. And great receiving grades. Again, 94.3 on the deep ball, 93.9 on the medium, 93.3 on the short. And then we look at Mr. Alec Pierce. Same story can be said. Very short-handed. Some really good receiving grades across the board. Doing his damage, once again, in that 10 to 20 range. That's really where they're targeting him. And his receiving prop really isn't set that high, all things considered. So we're looking for them to have to throw behind, down the field, some big plays hopefully here. And we're once again getting some positive correlation on the run back. This time, though, we're going to be going with the passing yards and receiving yards. Talked about it. They're out there for a large percentage of the snaps. We know where the ball should be going. Gardner Minshew hasn't passed this in the last 3 times out. But when he does, obviously, it's going to be positively correlated with these other wide receivers going over. So that's why we're targeting this. For those of you that don't understand, I kind of explained it on the Texans side, but right. So Pittman went over in 3 of the last 5. You can see there towards the back end where he went over and put up like 105 and 107 against Tennessee and Tampa Bay. We go back to Gardner Minshew. And you can see against Tennessee where he threw for 312 on the 3rd. That's positively correlated. So Gardner Minshew went over on December 3rd with 312. Then we go to his top target in Michael Pittman. In that same game, he had 105 receiving yards. So once again, we're looking for 6 green, bars on our entry, and this is how we're going to do it with some positive correlation. Alec Pierce talked about it. He has a great average depth of target down the field, playing a large percentage of the snaps. If Gardner Minshew is going over, I like Alec Pierce to go over 29.5 receiving yards here. So hopefully that all makes sense to you guys. Kind of went over the reasoning behind the picks, the positive correlation, looking to stack up this game and get a full 6-man sweep for you guys. Once again, I am playing this myself, and I did send it into my VIP members. I have no issues pulling that up on the screen to prove it to you guys here. First of all, my VIP Discord right here. You can see it's a 4-star 1-unit play. So whatever you typically play on an entry, if you typically play $5, put $5 in this. If you play $10, put $10. If you usually play 100 every ticket, put 100. Whatever your typical unit size is. Don't go more, don't go less. Stay disciplined with your bankroll. As far as myself, I put 40 because I can't put more than 40 anymore, unfortunately. I used to be able to put 400 to win 10,000 on my tickets. I can no longer do so. But what I can do is provide my picks to my members and you guys for free on the channel. So this is what I'm rocking with. C.J. Stroud over pass completions. Nico Collins over receptions. Dalton Schultz over receptions. Gardner Minshew over passing yards. Michael Pittman Jr. over receiving yards, I should say. And Alec Pierce over receiving yards. Pittman and Pierce playing huge amount of the snaps. Snaps equal opportunity. Same thing for Nico Collins and Dalton Schultz, with the Texans dealing with some injuries. That target share should be very condensed, all focused on them. So I really like this slip here tonight. Once again, sharing it with you guys for free. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It is free. It takes 2 seconds. The dude does really help me out. I'll be helping you guys out with these videos for free all year long. If you'd like to join the VIP member package, that will be linked below in the description. I'm going to be commenting it and pinning it at the top of every video, so you know you're purchasing the right thing. Click that link where it says the KJK DFS VIP member package, and you'll get a message from myself, and you'll see the top post on all directions on how to connect yourself to the Discord, which is where you're going to get all the content and all my picks, all my tickets. So check that out if you're interested. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Wishing you all the best of luck on your Prizepicks NFL player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.